So you'll notice there's only 3 of us, but Jessie is on her way. It's just that she has to travel from work, and today was the day that all the kiddos went back to school where she lives. So the drive was a little more hectic than it normally is.
We'll see if we have to adjust the time someday in the future, like maybe a different day, or things will be changing to where.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to
change.
see.
These things happen.
Life,
But you're here because it's that exciting time, the last Monday of the month, where we just bring you the goods. We give you the information you're dying to know. In what are you going to be watching next month? This is not an exhaustive list. We need to point out this is just what has had release dates given to us
at this moment.
And because a lot of times they like to not give us anything. Hello, Katie. Hello, Frankie. Welcome.
Especially C-Drama Land. It's like,
they're like,
they'll drop the trailer and be like, later today, this show is starting. And you're like,
okay. Then you're just like, oh, I guess we have a new C-Drama coming. How very exciting.
After they teased it 3 years ago, and then it sat on a shelf, and then they just drop it.
So, and also, we need to point out that we also do at the end, so we do dramas first, and then at the end we do the musical comebacks. I'm gonna be real. They're the musical comebacks that we knew of as of Saturday evening. So
they're mentioning them right now.
Like as we're here,
waiting.
There's like 9 groups like saying they're having a comeback in September.
Well, and then like if you want to talk bands, like actual bands, like they just like week of, or it's just like, this is a thing now. This is what we're doing. So,
and you're like, oh, okay.
Diablo.
Yeah, I literally heard him come in. Hey, buddy, come here. Someone wanted to join us. He wants to find out what's coming up in September as well. Right, buddy? Okay.
And Katie, understandable that you'll need to finish or drop a bunch of shows.
Yeah, Lucy never tells all. It's just they appear one day like specters in the night.
Well, they teased this last time.
So
why Lucy, Katie? Like, why do you say that? Because they actually kind of announced this last time. Oh, she didn't know that it was going to be a full album. It was their first full album.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to like mention it to her. I just happened to know, like, it was in a tweet or something that they did, so I just knew. It was funny. She was very shocked when it dropped. She was like, "Whoa, this is a lot of music."
What, are you bored now? He's like, yeah, I only came in to say hi. Okay. Goodbye, Diablo. Okay. All right. On to the good stuff. Also, we're having another heat wave here. That if you're on Celsius, over the next 2 days, it's going to drop 14 degrees. But today is very hot. So if you hear a fan, no, you didn't. I want to get out of this stream
You're
alive.
You're a human that's in an environment.
Stream alive. Yeah. It's so humid here. Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad to be, like, my office here is in the basement, and I was so excited to come down here and have a reason to hang out in the basement because it's
nice,
so much cooler than the rest of the house. So bad.
All right, let's get to the goods of what's been announced for September. Okay. So we've got this Filipino drama, a nice little Filipino rom-com, Love at First Stream, which is about a streamer and 3 other people who are all having offline problems. So they really dedicate themselves to their online persona. Bye, Frankie. Thanks for stopping by. Now, as I've always said, I have a hard time with Filipino dramas.
They're so hit or miss. Like, some of them are real good, and then some of them are...
Yeah, no, my problem is that since half of them are in English, people can hear what I'm talking about. And I don't...
Oh, yeah.
Listen, yeah. I don't play that way, okay? I don't want people to know what I'm watching, even if it's just Matthew. Like, because sometimes the stuff I watch is so questionable, and if it's in English,
this doesn't look questionable.
This looks pretty good.
No.
This does look pretty good. But imagine it's like, I know the bizarreness of me saying I don't like really watching Filipino dramas because they have too much English in them. I enjoy them. This is the worst part. So I watch them when no one's home. And this looks like one that I'd really enjoy.
It looks cute.
Mm.
Like the picture looks cute. I like the title. Like the title's just fun. So
we just got a comment from Jessie, and that she's around and she'll work on eventually popping in. Until then, we're going to play a game we're going to say whenever it's one that we think that she'd be interested in. Mm-hmm. If one pops
I
up.
don't think this is
this is not
drama.
This is not a Jessie drama.
This is not
definitely not a Jessie drama. That's for sure. It does have a catchy title.
It does.
Because, it's because one of them's a streamer. Very like Game Boy style meet cute.
Yeah.
And the way it has the little tag squares around their faces.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. It's a cute poster. It's a cute poster. Okay. So the next one coming out on the 2nd is called Critical X, which apparently is a comedy. It stated very clearly that it was a comedy about a middle-aged man whose entire life just goes to shit after he's forced to resign. And that was all it said. And his name is Critical X.
Sounds hilarious.
Yeah, it sounds
really
just... I don't know. This isn't usually my vibe, but it does have some actors in it that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
So it's like, In fact, it says a hyper-realistic comedy drama.
I always feel like the ones like those types of dramas, you can tell that they're squarely like for middle-aged dudes, probably. Like that feels like the target audience, like right off the bat.
Yeah.
But like my question is, how hyper-realistic of a comedy if one of the lead actors is Lee Kyung in it?
Yeah.
Just like,
I know,
he's
like
not
just
normally a
look at his
hyper-realistic
face,
comedy.
And he's doing a derpy, there's some derpiness happening already.
I mean, he's such a, I don't know.
Like that wasn't a hyper-realistic. That was just comedic gold is what Shopping King Louie was. But I don't know, man. Oops, sorry. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. I'll probably watch the first episode and be like,
I mean,
yay or
like
nay.
MDL, the poster on MDL is like him crying, but like the tears are all like emojis and things. Like, I don't know.
It's something.
I do not think this is a Jessie show.
No,
definitely
absolutely not. This is the game. Will it, Jessie?
It will not, Jessie.
It won't, Jessie.
So next we've got Little Women, which is about 3 sisters who grew up very poor, who decide to take on the wealthiest family in Korea. They get embroiled in a major incident.
I'm sure that'll go swimmingly for them.
Yeah, so one of them is the eldest who tries to take care of everyone. The middle sister is a news reporter who refuses to like bow down to authority, and the youngest is an artist who, is struggling. And it is apparently adapted from the novel Little Women. But when I'm looking at this synopsis,
nothing about it seems
about it.
So poverty,
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
And sisters.
And there's sisters.
A writer type one and an artsy type one.
Is there a dead sister? Like, is there a... Not to spoil anything for people.
Not to spoil Little Women.
It's about 4 sisters, so
let's see. What year did this? May Alcott. Yes, not to spoil the book that came out in 1868, but yeah, interesting.
And it had like 15 film adaptations, but you know, like
we don't want to spoil. We don't want to, we don't want to spoil anything.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google that and see what happens.
Exactly. That will be airing on Netflix, according to my drama list. So
I will say the actresses that are in it, like it looks really fascinating.
Yeah.
The way they're acting in the trailers and
Yeah,
stuff. It seems
the trailer
really
is really good.
The cast is really good.
Mhm.
So it's
the trailer looks like some. I don't think it's my thing, but like it definitely looks like the kind of thing a lot of people would be into. So,
will it Jessie?
Maybe.
I feel like it's a
possibility.
Maybe.
It's like
solid maybe.
There's a it
depends
so
on whether
it's an action thriller mystery.
Yeah.
So like there's a possibility. Like let's just see, how
it would.
It's not a hard no.
Apparently, Three Sisters. Listen, I don't think this is actually based in any way on the novel Little Women.
No, I don't think so either.
But
I'm just saying, I think that's as close as we're gonna get.
Yeah, I think the title.
They took just kind of the occupation and sisters
and them being poor. Yeah, they focused on the real broad brushstrokes.
Because there aren't a ton of other dramas with sisters, with one of them being a writer and one of them being artsy. That's not a common thing with a.
Yeah,
it is.
It does have We Had June in it, so like he's good.
Yeah, that's also nice.
The cast is incredible. Like yes. Okay. What's next? So possibly will Jessie. The Law Cafe. I'm gonna call this one right from the beginning and say this will not Jessie.
But this sky's really hard.
Yes. I think
I'm thinking it might Amanda a fair bit as well.
I feel like it also may Natalia, but everything Natalia. So like
it's not hard.
So basically, a prosecutor turned tenant and cafe owner gets turned landlord and cafe owner gets a new tenant who's a lawyer, and they begin to run a lawyer's office out of the cafe together. It's a comedy.
I love the concept. Like I assume
it's a romantic comedy. I just call me crazy. But I feel like Lisa Gee and Lisa Young's characters might fall in love while running.
You mean with the flowering trees behind them and stuff? Really?
Like,
well, especially because like that picture looks like that's a law school flashback or something, right? Like,
yes, I believe it is.
So, I mean, if they knew each other in the past, then it's definitely a romance.
Oh, faded romance, of course.
This is one of those dramas that, like, if I did watch it just once, one a week or whatever, like it's kind of nice to do that with these.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And it's starting on my birthday, so
that's fun. There's no notice on MDL as to where this is appearing quite yet. I haven't seen it in the Viki coming soon. But it's one of those that I know will appear somewhere.
It's listed as View, which often means Viki, but since Disney Plus, it also sometimes means that. So
it could mean so many things.
Maybe it'll be Aishi. We don't know.
We don't listen. Aishi.
It's gonna show up somewhere. Like for sure, it's showing up somewhere with this cast. Like,
well,
I mean, it just might show up in the place where we don't get it, but it'll show up somewhere.
Viki does have one of those little pages, the people trying to get it licensed. So we shall see.
We shall see indeed. All right. Once Upon a Small Town. Okay, this is Red Velvet Joy's new situation she's got going on, where a vet gets, and we're talking veterinarian, not a veteran, just in case it was unclear.
Just in case.
Gets a call from his grandfather who says that I need you to come back to the small town. And then he arrives, and it turns out the grandfather, who's also a vet in this small town, just wanted to go on vacation and conned his grandson to come in and take over his country vet clinic. And then there's a cute local police officer in training who,
So this one's definitely a romance.
Yes, absolutely. This will be on Netflix.
Oh, it's only 12 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I like it.
It seems like it'll be cute. And as he's a veterinarian, and the main poster has a very cute dog on it. So, the grandpa was out there doing the most. It sort of reminds me of like, if anyone is deep cut, the manga Love Hina, where the grandma's like, I need you to show up at my hotel, like my boarding house for reasons. And he shows up and the grandma's like, I'm going on a world trip, in a note, like, you're now in charge of the boarding house. Like, it has that vibes.
Right.
But as he is a veterinarian, I imagine there'll be cute animals. So, like, will this Jessie? Absolutely not. Absolutely will not Jessie. But for all of you rom-com loving country and pet enthusiasts and farming aficionados, this might be a winner.
I will say, like, I have so much other stuff that I want to be watching that, like,
same. Like, I don't think
it might not happen now.
I will check it out at some point, I'm sure, even just to look at the dogs or something. Yeah. But it's probably not going to be like chomping at the bit.
Sky will be watching the dog cut on YouTube. All right, what's next on our list? Yes. Grid. So I know you're thinking to yourself, Grid, that came out like 2 years ago. Maybe not 2 years ago. It came out earlier this year. It came out at the beginning of this year. And you're like, why are you posting this? Because Hulu's finally revealing it to America, essentially. So it was one of those that was like produced. It wasn't even sold to Disney Plus, I don't think. I believe it was literally produced by Disney Plus, and then they just didn't show it to anyone outside of Korea. Sure.
Which the thing about Grid is it's so expensive. Like, I'm not saying I know the numbers, it's just I watched some of it, so it's an expensive looking show. Like the effects and stuff, it is not not nothing. Like,
hilarious to me is the idea that Disney Plus produced it and made it and didn't show it to any of its Disney Plus subscribers. And now Hulu's getting it. And in Canada, most Hulu content shows up on Disney Plus. So it's really weird to me that we might get a Disney Plus show on Disney Plus, but only because it's a Hulu show. Like, not because Disney's sharing it with us.
So it's going to be interesting. Like, it's going to be interesting for Canada to see where it actually ends up.
I mean, if it shows up, maybe it won't, but
yeah. At the moment, it's not airing anywhere in Canada, but they want to play stupid games. You win stupid prizes.
Now, here's the thing. I'm cheating. I know this Jessies because she's already
she watched it.
Watched some of it. And we've gone back and forth about it. It's a fascinating show. Like, I really enjoy it.
I mean, sci-fi and murder plot kind of screams Jessie. Like, it feels like this is
it's Jessie wheelhouse, right? Yeah.
I do want to say about Korean dramas though, when it comes to sci-fi, like,
it's hit or miss.
Often I get my hopes up so high, and a few of the episodes will be good at the beginning, and then often it just bottom drops out with something really weird, and I'll be like Alice. Like Alice was, but Grid, as far as I know, she got pretty far. So yeah, I think it's pretty good.
All right, next we've got Narcos Saints. So basically, a drug king and an NIS agent our fates entwine during a secret mission in South America.
Okay.
A businessman / NIS operative.
This has some big names in it. I am gonna say that.
Big names in it.
Like, I have no desire to watch it, but then I'm like, ooh, Parquet Sue's in it. And I like him.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh,
Yoon Young Suk. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hwan Jung Min. But like, it's on Netflix. And to answer the question, will it Jessie? Probably.
Nah,
But maybe,
I'm not sure she likes drug
like,
stuff.
Maybe.
I don't think she's like anti-drug stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
it could Jessie. Tonally.
It has the potential.
Jessie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has the potential.
It's more like topically, I don't know if it's not, since it's not really
Yeah.
mystery as much.
Apparently, it's based on a true story, according to MDL. We'll see.
Sure. Sometimes people do drugs. Like, is that
now? I will say I am slightly worried about this show, purely because it takes place in South America.
I am very worried about the cultural stereotypes and things that might pop up.
Well,
I mean, it could be great. I mean, it's
great.
Netflix backed, so it
that
might be
helps.
a little bit more in control. Maybe.
But we shall see. It looks well made. Let's say that.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll be one of those time will tell on this one. So that one comes out on the 9th on Netflix. Next, we've got Mental Coach Jaga Gill. That's the wrong image. I apologize. I did put the right image on, but it apparently didn't save. So that's fun. But yes, this is one. Oh my god! Now my brain just went totally blank,
Sports
seeing
drama.
that the image
Sports
didn't come
drama.
up. It is a sports drama. Just ignore this image. It's the wrong one. Listen, would this be like? Yeah, there we go. Would this be a PowerPoint that Natalia put together if there wasn't at least like one huge glaring error? So it's about an ex-national athlete who quits sports and becomes a mental coach for other athletes. So he was a taekwondo.
I think what's neat about it is it's pretty obvious that he I don't think he's just going to do one sport.
Yeah,
I think he's going to help various athletes. So I think that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to overcome his own trauma or the sports trauma and help other people with their sports trauma. Now, I'm not normally a big sports person, but it looks interesting.
Though I guess it only mentions short track speed skating aside from his sport. So we shall see. Maybe I probably just saw his old sport and I assumed.
Well, but also it's that it sounds like he's in the athletes' village during an Olympics. So that has the potential for there to be
cross sport stuff.
Yeah, some other people coming across, We'll see. It sounds interesting.
This will be on Viki for anyone curious as to where to watch it.
It sounds like an Amanda's.
It does sound like an Amanda's.
It sounds like it. Amanda's pretty hard.
I don't think it Jessie's.
No.
Probably not, no.
Let's just move on so I can get rid of my shame. So, Subete Wasurete Shimao Kara. I can say this one probably Jessie's. So after a fight with his girlfriend, a mystery writer tries to find her after she runs off, only to discover she may not be quite who he thought and has many secrets of her own. Ooh.
That feels like it, Jessie's.
Yeah, and it's Japanese. So
and it's Japanese. It's yeah.
We love a good J-drama mystery up in here.
They handle them really well.
The MDL blurb is written like it's an am I the asshole or something. It's like M has a girlfriend of 5 years named F, and they just call them like M and F through the whole thing. Okay.
Well, that's what they're apparently called in the casting
Yeah.
credits and everything. So there's
Weird.
anonymous situations. It looks interesting. No, where is it airing? I don't know. It's a J drama, so we'll meet. Who knows?
Good luck.
The mystery continues. Okay.
Hey.
I'm real excited for this one.
I'm just gonna go on Killed Cop Tech. That seems like a Jessie's. Just the picture.
Yes. And the synopsis also like a Jessie and Natalia special. So basically, a bunch of jury members are getting killed off during a trial, and the judge's little brother is the cop. Tachyon plays the cop trying to investigate it. The cast, we got Tachyon, we've got Ha-Seok Jin, we've got Jung Eun-ji as like a kindly social worker. Yes, please. Yes, give it to me. So this is one of the few remaining OCN dramas that was finished because they decided to not make them. So this was one that got moved over to TVN, like a lot of the ones did. I haven't seen where it's going to be airing yet, but this feels like one that'll probably be on Viki. Like
MDL does say that it will be on Viki.
Does it?
Yeah.
It doesn't on mine.
They've got it listed under the where to watch.
Oh, mine doesn't even have a where to watch when I'm looking at it. So a classic caper.
Oh, are you looking on the app, Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Like
it's not on the browser
difference.
website at the moment. So we'll see. I'm very excited for this one. And as to answer previously, will it Jessie? Yeah, I think there's a serial killer, there's Tachyon. It'll Jessie.
It's got a member of 2 p.m. She's gonna check it out.
You know,
right? Like
eyeballs on it for at least an episode. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Contract is in the title. It will Natalia.
It will Natalia. To get it out of the way.
And it's our girl.
Well, not Jessie, but so I'm very excited for this one. Sky and I actually last week had an entire contract marriage live stream that we did that you can go watch the replay of on our YouTube channel if you feel like it. So basically this one is she plays a professional contract wife. Okay. And
she also like runs she's somehow affiliated with a business
like
that does that as well.
You can
like
family
it feels like she maybe runs it too. Like we'll see on that front.
Yes, Beth. Yes. So she has a long-term client that she sees on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then she gets a new client that she sees on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And oh no. They said they wouldn't catch feelings, but yes, please.
I mean,
just
Park Min Young and Go Kyung-cho, like I could not cast something better. I love it. I'm
very excited. Listen, she's booked, busy, making bank. Love it. Love this for her. Contract marriage. Love this for me. So exciting.
It looks really fun.
It looks fun. Yeah.
We will probably talk more about it later.
I'm sure this will come up in the future.
I suspect so.
Yes. You know.
I think the deal that we might have struck with Jessie was...
Yes, Jessie may have struck a deal with us unintentionally without thinking about it too long.
Well, this type of drama for that type of drama. We'll see how it goes.
You watch one of our dramas, we watch one of her dramas. You know how it be.
Yeah.
So this will be on Viki. Very exciting. Very exciting. Easy to find. So next we've got Seasons of Blossom, which is based on a webtoon. And it's basically just like high school romance and friendship with 5 students at a new school. It's fine. I don't think we're really the demographic for for this show, but like some people may like high teen stuff.
Well, so Kim Min Kyu is in it.
Oh, Soji
He's from Produce 101
I mean,
for anybody who's into that.
And what do we know the girl from So Ju Yun? She's very familiar looking. What do I know her from?
She was in Birth Care Center.
Oh, yes, Dr. Romantic here. Right. Okay.
In Birth Care
Center.
Very
cute.
A little bit.
Yep. Okay.
But you have Soji Hoon, which like he's just gonna forever be super young.
Yeah, fountain of youth on that guy. Like I don't mind, high teen stuff. It's not like my first choice, but like I'll watch it. I got no problems with it.
Especially sometimes those types of things, like you'll kind of hear through the grapevine, oh, it's really good. Then it's like, okay. Then you make time to make sure to check it out type thing. Yeah. I don't really necessarily go make sure.
Yeah.
I do like really that main kid. He's good.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe.
Yes, on Netflix we've got Thai Cave Rescue. Great title, guys. Really worked hard on this one, which is based on the true life story about the rescue of the Thai kids who were stuck in a cave in 2018. We all remember.
We
all remember the Thai cave, the kids in the cave in Thailand. If you didn't,
where were you?
Really?
Also,
you weren't online or watched a single news article? Nothing. But it looks pretty good. This is on Netflix, I do believe.
I will say I don't tend to go for like the true.
Me neither.
Disaster things typically. I do think it's nice when they portray them really well, though. Like I think that's good, and there's definitely a demographic for that. There are a lot of people that like that and stuff. So it's not something I'll probably seek out.
But like, listen, if you're just like lying there and like you're like, what's new on Netflix? And then they're just like, oh, check this out. Well, maybe. It's only 6 episodes, so
only 6 episodes helps, and
I believe it's all dropping at once.
To learn more about it. I mean, that's probably probably a good aspect of it. I'm gonna say this could Jessie if she wanted to watch that.
Yeah, it might. Like if she's possibly in the mood, Jessie. Right?
It might possibly, Jessie.
What about you guys? Is that something that you'll probably definitely?
I don't think so for me.
I feel like this will Natalia's mom.
Like,
this will Joe. This will Joanne. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe,
no, I mean, I am somebody who, like, I still haven't seen Titanic because to me, it's a real story. You know what I mean? Like, real people died and stuff, and it just bugs me. So, like, I don't want to watch it. I don't enjoy that. So,
on the other hand, everyone.
I mean, at
lived
least
on
I
this
know
one,
they lived in this.
Spoiler alert for the real life story that was all in the news. All the kids were fine for anyone worried if you were familiar with
but
this
also,
news story.
Child danger is not my thing. So, like, I can usually manage it if I know that everybody turns out okay in the end, which I do. But it's not. I don't know. I haven't been watching that much lately. I don't want to watch something I won't enjoy.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
You know.
Next, he's back. He's back from the military and back in action, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary friends. The Golden Spoon. So a man gets a magical spoon that allows him to switch lives with his wealthy best friend, and throughout this has 3 chances to decide if he stays in his best friend's life or returns to his own life. I don't know.
I want to spotlight a couple of the other actors that are in it for a second. So I don't remember what Amanda called this guy. Daddy? Sexy Daddy? Choi Won
Hot Daddy?
Young?
Yeah.
Hot Daddy.
Hot Daddy.
Hot Daddy. I mean, that's
he's one of the fathers.
Clear these glasses up to
and Lee Jung Won which he was in XX. He was in a couple other things. He's always marvelous. So like, I'm intrigued with him for sure. His poster pictures very, very nice.
Yeah, the posters are really nice for this.
It looks like it could be a lot of fun. Could be interesting.
Oh, it's based on a webtoon.
Okay.
This feels like based on a webtoon.
Which usually the full length based on a webtoon dramas I typically get a pretty big kick out of as a whole.
And
so
it usually means that story-wise, it has you don't have that same fear, you know, like it's got an ending or it's got a clear direction. So unless they go off script, you don't usually have to worry that they're gonna really flub the ending or screw it up somehow, which is nice. Because this is the kind of concept, K-drama wise, that could like go wildly wrong in the last few episodes,
or just be boring. Like if it wasn't based on a webtoon, you would worry about maybe running out of intriguing things to do with it.
Yep.
But since it will, webtoons are usually pretty good about having some things going on. I don't think it'll Jessie.
No, I don't think this is a Jessie one. It is an MBS drama. Or NBC, sorry, NBC. So it may be on Cocoa or Viki. We'll see.
And also vibe-wise, very Disney. So
they're kind of saying Disney Plus, maybe.
I mean, it definitely feels like something.
Seems like Disney Plus is taking the rights here.
So
we'll see. I love the immediate response to it is no. Please no.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so if it's on Disney Plus, well, you pick fruit, you live with fruit. Disney Plus. That's all I gotta say about that.
Maybe it'll show up on Hulu in 6 months.
Just
yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say on that front. So again, I changed all these. I swear to God, I changed all these.
Did it just not save correctly?
It just didn't save correctly. I'm losing my mind. And I even double checked. It's fine. It's fine. 3 siblings bravely.
In your defense, there's not even a poster on MDL.
There may not be a poster, but I did have an image that I put up. I am I'm so annoyed.
Like a weekender, is it? 50 episodes.
50 episodes. Saturday, Sunday, yep.
Alrighty.
Hour 20 minutes per
family
episode.
Weekender.
Wow. That's a lot of scripted stuff.
That's a lot of weekend. Okay. Popular actor, loved by his family.
Comedy, romance, family.
You love to see a family weekender where people are loved by their family. Yeah, you like to see that. That's the weekender that I love, is where families love each other and all the bad stuff comes from outside. It's not the mother is a terrible human being or whatever.
Yeah. But, there's always the opportunity. So,
yes.
But anyway, it looks interesting.
Looks like it could be very cute.
Looks like she was in Voice. A lot of Voice.
Yeah, she was the main character in Voice. And Im Joo-hwan, is he finally going to get the girl, everyone? Is it finally happening for him?
So exciting.
Empire of Law, which was, if you'll note, on last month because it was supposed to come out last month.
I think it could Jessie. Jessie sometimes does weekenders.
That's true.
You never know. Could Jessie if Jessie wanted to.
For the
weekender with the wrong picture.
Yeah.
For Empire of Law, it's a legal mellow. So
mellow.
Yes, it's says mellow here.
Well, I'm just saying, Jessie does
there's-
mellows.
That's true. But she's never, legal stuff. It's touch or go,
It
Uh,
kind of
we-
is, I feel like, for everybody. Like, legal stuff, there are so few people who are like, yeah, legal drama. But then they all, like me, I'm like, no legal drama. But I watch a lot of them, depending on...
So maybe yes, legal dramas. Maybe you're lying to yourself, Amanda.
Maybe.
You've been lying to yourself this whole time.
Yeah,
It's
I've just
possible.
accepted that I sometimes watch legal
Yeah,
dramas
yeah.
now.
So basically,
Scandals.
legal professionals behaving badly is what I gather. They're,
Thanks,
like,
Aw.
Nice. On Wook.
yeah, it has a good cast.
Like,
so
it's got a nice grown cast. Like, it's a nice cast of older folks.
grown peoples.
Because
Mhm.
sometimes when it's like law office and then it's like,
Look at these 23-year-old lawyers who've been working for 6 years, apparently. Ah, yes, I believe that this 19-year-old actress has been a lawyer for
Since she was 12.
fucking
What?
bet. Are you kidding me? Like, absolutely not. But this one, I really like on Wook.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'll give her a watch. This is a JTBC drama, so as to where it will appear, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? The mystery continues.
Mm-hmm.
With JTBC, they just sort of show up somewhere, and you're like, oh, hey, there it is.
man, it used to be so nice when it was pretty much, oh, this channel, it'll probably end up on this platform. But now,
Yeah.
who knows?
Who knows? The
Well,
mystery
I mean,
continues.
we've had some success with Ishii picking up the JTBCs.
But like, if
So,
I had to
but not
guess where this would end up based on vibe, this feels
Yeah.
like a Cocoa to me.
But Cocoa doesn't do JTBC because
Yeah.
Cocoa only does
Right.
KBS, NBC, and SBS. So
Yeah. I mean, I could
Vicky,
see it showing up on...
it could be on
Netflix,
Amazon
maybe.
Prime. They've started to pick some up. So
Yeah.
who knows?
No.
The mystery
Remember
continue.
the good old days when there was like 2 streaming services that we had to worry about for K-dramas, and it was just on one or the other, or not?
I do.
Now it's like 16 different services that you got to flip through and find.
And even then, we still
And you
visit
still
the
wind up with
seas.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one I am very excited for, and I will tell you why. So we have the Full Metal Alchemist, the final transformation. So So the first Full Metal Alchemist live action movie came out like I think 2 to 3 years ago, and this is on Netflix. It's all on Netflix, and I fucking loved it because I love Full Metal Alchemist. Like, it's one of my favorite mangas. I think it's my second favorite anime after Full Metal Panic. A lot of metal going on in this house. And I loved it. It had Dean Fujioka in it. Anyone? He's incredible. He played the fucking Flame Alchemist. Delightful. Everything about it. And what I like about the movie is that we're still talking about the original one here, is that it still remembered to be fun and silly, even though it's like, if you're unfamiliar with Full Metal Alchemist, it's kind of fucked up. Like, the whole series is basically about, wars really gives people PTSD and ruins families, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with magic.
Plus magic.
So anyway, the second one dropped last month, just like suddenly out of nowhere. It was like, oh yeah, by the way, we made a second one, Full Metal Alchemist Revenge of Scar. And I was like, oh shit. So my husband and I watched it. I did not know that they had made 2 movies at the same time. So I thought that was just going to be done. Ends on the biggest fucking cliffhanger you've ever seen. Like, I'm talking this cliffhanger. I was like, no. And I was sitting here like, they're going to make me wait like another 2 years after that that wild cliffhanger that just happened. And then
So they're only making you wait.
They're only
like
making me wait a
two.
month. They're only making me wait a month. So the third and I assume final installment of the live action Full Metal Alchemist films, which if you've seen the manga, these are, or seen the anime or read the manga, these are so good. Like they have captured the essence, except they have changed one thing, which I thought was very smart, in that in the manga, the main characters are like 12 and 16.
Yeah.
Which if you're looking at this poster, you're like, that's supposed to be a 16-year-old. This is super fucked up. No, they like age them up a little. They're like 20.
They're gonna have all this trauma. Let's age them up.
Listen, they've had trauma since the get-go on this. Like you start out with trauma. Like he's a double amputee in this. Like, and you know, he has like, you know, a mechanical leg and a mechanical arm. And then every time something bad happens, it's just, so it's about this, basically this disabled kid who's part of the military because he has the ability to do magic. And if you have the ability to do magic, you have to be part of the military. So it's so good. They're so good. I highly recommend them.
I think Natalia's.
It 100% Natalia's. It's so good. And I just think everyone should watch that. Okay.
My daughter loves the first one. So
the second one was really good too.
The second one came out, so I will have to mention
it. You might want to wait till the third one comes out.
The third one comes
out there, because it was a pretty big cliffhanger right there at the end. But so
maybe I won't, just so that I can laugh when she comes in and is like, "Why did you do that to me?" And I'll be like
the just when it like happened, I was like, "Wait a second, there's like no more time left in this movie." Like, wait, oh no. Anyway, so I'm very excited for that. So if anyone was curious if Natalia's excited, Jessie? I don't know if she likes this kind of manga, but it might. Jessie.
And Dean's in it.
Yeah, Dean's in it. I mean,
and Netflix.
He's fun as hell in it. Okay, like, just
he's a lovely man.
He's just. And what I like about it is that none of the character, like, because a lot of silly stuff happens too, but it like fits in the sense of like the show, and it remembers that, oh wait, there is goofy shit that happens in this manga and anime, and so we should probably have some goofy shit happen here too. Like, so, but it's still just devastatingly depressing at the same time, but not like. But still very action-filled and fun. Anywho, do recommend. Very pumped. The final one on our list that we have a date for, or that we have in this wonderful, absolutely no mistakes made PowerPoint, is called Gauss Electronics, which is a comedy drama about the employees at a small electronics company. I like the cast. It's very vague about. I feel like it's like a mockumentary style, from what I can, because like, but also it says it also conveying sympathy and laughter while containing the sorrows of office workers. Like what? Why can't it just be funny? The sorrows of office workers.
Well, you know, like The Office, it still had like, you know,
you gotta have some drama.
You have to have some drama. You have to get the project done, or something will happen. You know, like you have to have something going on.
It does star Kwak Dong-yeon, who I think is great. He played the brother, the sad, pathetic brother on Vincenzo, if anyone's wondering who that is.
He's in a lot of other stuff too.
He's also in a lot of other stuff, but if you know,
Never Twice. He was delightful in Never Twice.
He was. He's delightful in most of the things he's in. So
he's lovely.
Will it Jessie? Probably not, but it will Natalia for the most part. So, you know, Check that shit out.
Yeah.
What about you, Sky? Will it Sky?
Probably not.
Probably not.
It's not up on my list. Probably. And again, if I start hearing that it's so
Yeah.
good, you know,
Then maybe
then
you'll
I
check
If
it
it
out.
starts coming across the timeline, I'll be like, oh, okay, maybe.
See, that's where you and I differ, Nicole, because I love him when he is crazy. All right, we got some comebacks.
Music.
Some fresh hot comebacks in the pipeline. All right, so on September 5th, we have Kim Jae-hwan. Not familiar with him, but he's got a cute little face I want to pinch. So
You don't know Kim Jae-hwan?
Listen, I probably if you played me a song, I'd probably know it, but like off the
He
top of my
was-
like,
head,
oh, that guy. Right.
He was Produce 101 for anyone he was a part of
Okay.
101 back in the day.
okay, yeah, then yes,
You've seen him.
I'm vaguely
He
familiar.
plays guitar too sometimes, depending on the song. He really good voice.
So on September 5th, also we've got Noonas. Onius.
I was about to say, is she gonna make it without saying Onius?
No. With their comeback, which they've had some spicy little teaser images coming out recently.
Malice.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks something. Anyway, they
Mhm.
got a lot of fruit. Sexy fruit eating that I've seen. I was like, okay, we're doing this, are we? Okay. All right, blindfolds and fruit. Okay. All right. We're getting our cover of Twilight on. That's fine. Let's go nuts. So excited for that one. My boy Changsub on September 6th has a solo coming out. It'll be good because he's an incredible singer. So,
He's so
Kenta,
funny.
he is.
All of B2B is funny though.
Oh yeah, just B2B is just Comedy Central essentially. Kenta has his solo, which I believe was delayed, is coming out on the 7th as well. It was supposed to come out, I think, like a month or two ago, but there was this whole shenanigans involving a breakup with a girlfriend and accusations he cheated on her. Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? As that's your private business. I have no interest in it.
Right.
I
mean, you know what? Cheating, okay, you're a jerk, whatever. It's not my business. Like, if he's not beating her or something, like, then I want to walk away, right?
If you're not criming with drugs, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to date this dude. I don't care if he's a bad boyfriend. I'm just putting it out there. Like, if his
he didn't promise me nothing.
Garbage human, so
yeah,
he didn't crime, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, NCT 127 on September 16th. The boys are back. The cast of War of Y is back. If you want to know what that's about, you're gonna have to go.
That's kind of what it looks like. Anytime I see NCT,
now I can't unsee it.
You can't unsee.
Thanks,
So they have there's baddies, is it called, or
two baddies?
Something baddies. Who knows? Like, it'll be fine. It'll be good.
Two baddies.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Two.
I'm sure.
Baddies.
Baddies. NMIX has a comeback on the 19th. I'm not super familiar with NMIX.
They're good. I mean, I'm not super into them, but what I've heard is good.
But anytime we see a girl group being able to be active,
then we promote it regardless. Because
yay, a girl group getting to be active.
Struggle is real. So my boy, another one of my sweet children, Jumin, has an album coming out probably this month. Listen, it's not even like he's gonna drop it and go in the military, because he already did that shit. So he's back, baby. You know? And Kim Jae-jung, who I haven't heard from in a while. Apparently has a new album coming out. So
I'm gonna admit, like, at the very beginning of the pandemic. Do you remember this? He had a little
Yes,
scandal.
yes. His infamous, terribly tasteless.
He pretty much said in order to bring awareness, he said he had COVID, and it was before much was known about COVID and stuff.
Right.
Very early on, and he didn't really have it. It was a choice. So I feel like he had to, take
a little sojourn of out of the public
doing things, but not quite as visibly, possibly. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, but he does have an album coming back, so he is a good singer. So enjoy that. Finally, we've got Gravity with a comeback. So sometime, and then this was sort of tripped me up because when I saw them I was like, hey, I need to double check. Like, didn't Blackpink?
Good, Beth. It's totally fine to have missed the June thing.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
It was
It was a couple years ago now.
A couple of decades in pandemic times,
So I was like, wait a second, didn't Blackpink just have a comeback? Like, are they really letting them have two comebacks? Like, damn, they're really unleashing them from the dungeon.
A whole album.
Well, apparently that was just like a pre-comeback.
Yeah.
And this real comeback sometime this month. So
we'll see. We'll see if this album is bigger than the album, and will we get more than 6 or 7 songs? Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, like 7 songs. It's like a pretty good, situation.
I mean, it's bad given how little they come back. Like, they should.
They're just living their best lives in that dungeon, not allowed to perform, but allowed to model. They're allowed to go get their picture taken. They're not allowed to show any of their
VMAs. They were at the
can't
VMAs.
Few of them can act. Like, not can't, like, are allowed to.
And go to the VMAs is
but produce new music. Too far.
Have you seen the videos of Taylor Swift just like as soon as they came up on stage?
Yeah.
She like lost her mind. She's up there. She knows the point dance. She's doing the choreo in the audience and everything. It's kind of cute. She's very excited.
Anyway, that was what's coming up in September.
If anybody has anything else, just go ahead and
let us know. Did something drop and you got the notification while we were sitting here chit-chatting?
Yeah, because there probably was something. Like, as far as if I could manifest, it would still be too early, I think. But I would, if Island could at least say that it's gonna be somewhere someday, I would just appreciate it.
Right.
Anywhere.
Periodically, I'll kind of sigh and I'll go search around on Twitter and I'll be like, nope, no one still knows anything. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I know that the show actually isn't ready because, like, I'm sure there's a lot of CGI in it. There's a lot of monsters and stuff in that show. It's more like since Ocean is poofing, or
something is going on over there.
There's too much uncertainty with it. That's what's not great.
For sure.
But they spent too much money on it, and the people that are in it, like, it has to be somewhere someday.
One of these days.
One of these days.
So anyway, thank you everyone for coming. We will be back.
Beth says the Rose is supposed to have something really soon. I believe November. I feel like November.
Sometime in the fall. I have been really enjoying their TikTok that they post on often. Like,
yes. They're like, we are going to make that content, man.
Yeah, they are like multiple times a day. They're getting some new sick, sort of esoterically comedic, just absolutely bizarre TikToks. Just a bunch of little comedians, a lot of them. Anyway, thank you for coming to our live stream. We'll be back next month with more of what's coming up in October, the same business. Don't forget to check out our new episode that just dropped of what we're watching. So that is also on our YouTube, but anywhere else. And we'll be back, we usually do about one live stream a week. So we hope that you come join us for those as well. Anyway, have a fantastic week. Do all the stuff that we always say, and we hope that some of these shows look interesting for you. So, anyway, have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.